What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 3 NBA player props I love on the board for this Sunday, April 13th NBA slate, last day of the NBA regular season. And then we got the playoffs coming on with all the playing games and good stuff. So a lot of good games to choose from, a lot of great matchups that have a lot of meaning going into like the whole standings and rankings and whatnot in the whole playoffs again. So again, there should be some nice good matchups, nice competitive games, and these games should be really down to the wire, intense ones, because again, both these guys or a lot of these teams want to get those better seedings. So before getting those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. Which mean the word of me, going to be grinding for the rest of the playoffs, trying to give you guys best content, best value, and best breakdowns I could find on this prize picks board, and just trying to win some money together, which we're all trying to do here. And if you guys are new to the channel, we've got a free Discord link will be down below in the description of this video if you guys would like to join. Right now at the moment on prize picks, we don't got all the props up. We only got like 2 games, I believe, but they're like my 2 favorite games of the night. So again, it doesn't really matter either way. But again, got that free Discord. We'll probably be uploading some extra player props whenever all those other slates and whatnot drop on prize picks. So again, if you guys want to stay tuned with that, link will be down below. Again, completely free. We'll just post our player of the days every single day, announcements, and then again those extra player props. And with that being said, we're gonna go hop right to the props I love on the board. I know I didn't upload videos like the last 2 days. NBA's just, they didn't even have a game for the Saturday slate, and then just kind of been weird matchups lately. A lot of teams are just benching their players because their seeding is already locked in or whatnot. So with that being said, a player of the day in today's video, we're gonna be rocking with Kawhi Leonard over 6.5 rebounds allowed. I feel like this one's pretty low in my opinion. He's covered this line 60%, 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games. Now a lot of the matchups this Clippers team have been in a lot of blowouts. As you guys can see, typically whenever he does go under, it's against a very bad team, and again, just a low scoring blowout game. Pelicans, they blew these guys out. Blowout against the Dallas Mavericks, blowout against the Dallas Mavericks again, and then another blowout against Brooklyn Nets. So all 3 of these games were both like 15+ point games every single time, but really get all the close competitive matchups. So we've been seeing in the last 10, whenever it's a nice close game and he sees a lot of minutes, like 36+ minutes guaranteed, which I'm expecting to see against this Golden State Warriors team. This is probably by far the most important game of the night. So again, I believe Kawhi Leonard should definitely show out in this type of environment. Again, last 10 games, whenever we see a close matchup out of this guy, 14 rebound chances, 14 rebound chances, 13 rebound chances, 13 rebound chances, and 14 rebound chances. So again, all these close games, we're definitely going to be seeing 13+ rebound chances from this guy, and damn near the whole game play. This for I forgot how many minutes, like 48 minutes in that whole NBA game, and he's been playing around 40 in all those matchups, or 38+ guaranteed. So again, this is a very good one for him. As long as it's a nice competitive one, I believe Kawhi Leonard should be able to get easy time grabbing those 7 boards for us. Golden State Warriors defensively, they're ranked 15th in rebounds allowed, getting around 44 a game. Middle of the barrel, not the best, not the worst. Small forward position, which he does play specifically, they're ranked 17th in rebounds allowed, giving around 7.5 a game. Power forward, on the spot that he kind of fluctuates from, they give around 10 a game. Shooting guard, they give 7.5 a game. So again, a lot of rebounds to be given up from his area, and I believe Kawhi Leonard should do a good job on grabbing those. And the coach does play this guy great minutes. Again, whenever it's competitive, we'll definitely be seeing that 38+ minutes guaranteed from this guy, which would really help us out on the rebounds aspect, just giving those better, higher ceiling on the rebound chances. And the Golden State Warriors, against opposing small forwards, in the last 4 games, they've given up every single game, the opposing small forward on the rebounds line. They've gone over every single game. So again, they've been struggling on containing those rebounds and giving up those boards to that spot, specifically the 3 spot, which Kawhi Leonard does play. 4 straight games, a guy like Kawhi, I'm expecting them to keep this little run going on just being vulnerable against that small forward. So should be a nice competitive game. Again, the stakes are high and whatnot. So the defense, everything, the pressure is going to be on. There should be some missed shots in there. And again, I feel like this is just going to be the go-to guy that should grab those for us. So with that being said, our player of the day in today's video is going to be Kawhi. 6.5 rebounds. If you guys didn't take anything from my videos, I'd always recommend the player of the days. In that case, for this Sunday, April 13th slate, we're rocking with this player right there. Second player on today's video, on the other side of the ball, we're actually be looking at an under. I typically don't like to do unders, but I feel like the value on this one's just pretty solid. Jimmy Butler under his points and assists line at 23.5. I'm not sure that he's gonna be able to give us 24 points and assists. I feel like that line's just pretty high in my opinion, especially against a very good Los Angeles Clippers team. Defensively, they're ranked fourth in points allowed and eighth in assists allowed, giving around only 108 a game, which is very good. Again, a top four defensive team in the NBA so throughout the whole season. So again, these guys have been clamping up, been typically getting in very low scoring games every single matchup that whenever they go against teams. And again, this game has a lot of stakes ahead for the seedings or whatnot. These guys do not want to be in the play-in tournament. So again, they're going to be playing their best defense on top of what they've been playing all season throughout. So I feel like they should really have clamps on these guys and just making it hard for them. A guy like Jimmy Butler, he typically relies on his free throws. If we look at his last 10 games, he's been just around like 30 minutes a game on average, and he's only been taking 9 shot attempts on average. His last 2 games, he went crazy on the points, 28 and 24 points. Only took 8 and 10 shot attempts. But this guy got so many free throws. He was going against a weak San Antonio Spurs and Portland Trailblazers defense. Obviously, these guys are going to foul and whatnot down below. Against a well-rounded defensive team like the Los Angeles Clippers. Again, I feel like they should just do a better job not fouling and all that, like just easy, weak stuff down below in the paint, just giving them, bailing them out and all that good stuff. If we look at his points on the last 2 games, 17 and 11 points were from free throws. And again, he only took 8 and 10 shot attempts. So his last 10 games, he's going to be taking 9 shot attempts a game. Those free throws were very high. I'm not expecting him to shoot another free throw game like that in this type of matchup. His last head-to-head against these guys, he took 19 shot attempts. Obviously, this was when he was on the Miami Heat earlier on in the season. But again, a very low-score game, 95 to 103, which, again, I mentioned these guys typically get in low-scoring games. He took 19 shot attempts and still was only able to cover by 0.5. So again, if we look at his last 10 games in the Warriors, he hasn't taken nowhere near 19 shot attempts in these last couple games. And again, he took 19, covered by 0.5. His highest shot attempts he's been taking in the last 10 games is 13. So again, as long as he's taking under that 13 shot attempts, I feel like this one should be an easy under for us in my opinion. If we look at Los Angeles Clippers against opposing small forwards, they're pretty weak defensively. Power forwards, they're ranked second, giving around only 19 a game. And then Jimmy Butler, on this little insight, he has failed to exceed 23.5 points and assists in 12 of his last 13 games. There's bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, averaging 17.2 points and assists against similar teams defensively. This team's a top 4 team. So again, if we look at this little insight, the only team that he's able to cover was the Brooklyn Nets, but obviously Brooklyn Nets aren't even the best team overall. His last 4 games against very good teams, very similar to Los Angeles Clippers, Houston, Lakers, Miami Heat, and New York Knicks. Again, I would say Los Angeles Clippers defense is even better than all these guys except for the Houston Rockets. He was nowhere close to that 23.5, missing it by 10 on average out of those games. So again, this is definitely a matchup that he struggles in. And if we look at Los Angeles Clippers defensively against opposing small forwards in recent head-to-heads, all these games, there's only been 2 guys that have been able to cover on them, Najee Marshall and Caleb Martin. But other than that, they've been holding their opposing small forwards that they're going against to under their points and assist lines. As you guys can see, for share right here, DeMar DeRozan, Keldon Johnson, a lot of talented players that they've been holding under their lines. So they've been super solid on containing them defensively. And again, an environment in a game that matters so much like this, I'm expecting them to be able to lock Jimmy Butler down. So there's just a lot of stuff that's telling me to go under in this play. So Jimmy Butler under that 23.5 points and assist line is our second player in today's video. And then with the last and final player, we're actually be looking at a goblin play. I feel like this one's just free in my opinion. Just get a nice little payout boost for a 3-man. Brice over, I don't even know his last name, Sensabaugh. I don't want to butcher it. But Brice over his points and rebounds line at 14.5. I feel like this one's very low in my opinion. Last 10 games, obviously Utah Jazz, they're bounced off the playoffs immediately. They're going against the Minnesota team. They're probably going to get blown out, but this dude's minutes have been crazy. They're missing Walker Kessler, I believe Isaiah Collier. So again, this dude's been seeing a lot more minutes recently in the last 10 games, especially the last 2. If we look at his minutes on all these matchups, he was seeing below 20 minutes a game, and we've just been seeing that upward slope in his minutes every single game. His last 2, 36 and 35 minutes played. These were both blowout matchups. And again, a lot of their starters are going to be out. I don't even think they've been playing Colin Sexton their last couple games either. So he's definitely going to be a go-to guy. I feel like he should be able to easily get points and rebounds at 15 combined against a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, they're very solid defensively, But again, it's more than likely going to be a blowout, and once they have the game control, they're just going to sit their bench, and this guy's definitely going to still be playing. Again, he hasn't played much all season, but whenever he gets in there, they've been definitely putting him in a lot more minutes. Last, what is this, 7 games, he's been taking on average like 12 shot attempts a game plus guaranteed, and I feel like this one should just be a good matchup. Pretty low, in my opinion, last 2 games, 26 and 30. They've just been giving him full green light, full ball, and all that good stuff. So don't really got much else to explain on this play other than the minutes have been up. He's definitely going to get his shots up, and more than likely it's going to be a blowout. We're definitely going to be seeing 35 plus minutes, and 15 should be easy line for him to hit. So Brice, and then on the other sports book, this play is at minus 450 right now. So again, the odds are just super in favor for this guy to play. Just throwing this in there for a nice little payout boost for this 3-man for you guys. But we're gonna be rocking with these players. These 3 players for our Sunday, April 13th NBA slate. Again, player of the day, Kawhi Leonard, 6.5 rebounds. If you guys aren't taking anything from today's video, I'd always recommend that play. Second player on the other side of the ball, Jimmy Butler, under 23.5 points and assists. And then our last and final player, Brice, over that 14.5 points and rebounds line. So these are my 3 players I'm rocking with. You guys can mix and match these however you guys want to. I told you guys my favorite one. I'll be rocking this 3-man personally, so you guys can do that as well. I feel like this one has a great chance of hitting. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. Again, please drop a like, subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It really help me out. Just get me grounded for the whole rest of the playoffs. Again, the last couple games for the NBA season have kind of been tricky. Again, a lot of these teams already locked in their spots. Majority of these teams don't even matter, but there's also those 4 matchups, and this is one of the 2 matchups that, or one of like the 3 matchups that are very important tonight. So I got 2 players on that one for you guys. And again, if you guys would like to join, free Discord would be linked down below in the description of this video. But that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.